Hey, I'm Neil, Chief of Team Brigade, and this is my streaming success. We all start from somewhere, and often that somewhere is very small. I started with 0 viewers, a Logitech 920 cam, and a Blue Yeti mic. And 2 of those things we still have around today. No, one of them's not 0 viewers. It's not. What I learnt, number 1. Unless I wanted to use sign language or become a professional mime artist, I didn't need a camera and I didn't need a fancy background. And of course, therefore, I didn't need to spend days and weeks hard at work making all that stuff look great. What I needed was good audio, which I did spend more than a few hours achieving, and it's what we had pretty much right from the start. Along with the most important thing that I could do, which was waffle on relentlessly for hours, whether there were viewers or not. Welcome, Chief Neil, to the Brigade Comrade. Oh, well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. The best thing about nobody being here is I don't have to think of funny things to say. Coming into a channel greeted by silence, it feels like I'm watching over somebody's cold shoulder as they do whatever they happen to be doing. I kind of wouldn't want to disturb them. I must literally have talked to myself for tens of hours before regulars started popping up in my channel and chatting back. I got so good at this, we now have a Neil waffle emoji for our channel. It's like a trophy. What I learnt, number 2. Being prepared, being organised is one of my superpowers. And part of that is thinking ahead. From an early stage, I realised that for me to be comfortable when live, I needed to make certain I was ready for all those events that I was working on earning. That first chatter, the first follow, sub, raid, and big raid. To have a plan practiced ready for these as well as the next ones that would come after. Knowing how I was going to welcome and celebrate those events time and again, later I learned to have questions and topics ready to use for when certain repeat chatters would enter the channel, or a raid came across with exciting new people to engage with. I'd think about and practice conversations during work, and even there and then actually live on a show. Perhaps multitasking is another superpower. What I learned, number 3. I, like most, am my own worst enemy when it comes to self-criticism. Often feeling deflated when I thought I failed to engage during a show or I just wasn't witty and comfortable enough. Other times feeling underappreciated for my work and ideas. And with that, were things really as good as I'd hoped them to be? Sometimes I'd literally ask for feedback and receive none. It was somewhat frustrating and a lot saddening, but here's one thing I always did and another I made sure to remember. Firstly, I watched my VODs, hours of them, where I'd see what needed improving, but also that what I first thought were terrible streams actually didn't look quite as bad as I'd remembered. Secondly, I had received genuine positive comments from viewers and they kept coming back for more. I learned to remember this and realise how I saw my efforts, others did see it too. Does most people assume that you know how well you're doing already and don't need to be told? Which it turns out to be true. I know that I am pretty dang great at everything at the end of the day. If you're here to grow as a streamer, for what it's worth, I have some advice to add to what I learnt. If you're on camera, be presentable. Nobody wants to look at a scruff with food stains down their shirt, unless that's their thing, in which case maybe you've found your niche. View yourself on Twitch VODs and ask, would you watch you? What could you do that brings you more in line with your goals? If fortune is your intention, then you are likely to be disappointed. I kept a record of my worked hours for the year, for everything that I put into streaming, and I earned around 30 pence an hour. And I lost out on thousands of pounds I could have earned in a regular job. Your viewers want to come back and enjoy you, but only if you continue to give worth to your content. Make certain you are enjoying creating the content and keep bringing high quality value to your streams. Make sure you show appreciation to your viewers, your subscribers, and to those generous people that may give you donations and bits, all things that they really don't have to do, and they're doing that to support you. It's been a ton of work and considerable hours put in every day, and some solid experience found along the way. And I am a tiny, unheard of streamer struggling to be noticed. But I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying myself. And here's to more of that in the future. Take care.
One all team.